right side and complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Willis on the bootleg. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Throw right side. Going to be caught here by Waddle. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Slot man moves right. On second down, Mostert. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Dolphins 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards, and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Tua. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and they will take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Willis. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a lot more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
3rd down, it's Willis. It's complete to Hopkins. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Willis wants to pass it again. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A shotgun handoff to Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw, Willis. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc., but this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
All right, come on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The shotgun snap to Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First down, Tennessee.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Willis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Ford's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Dolphins 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, left side. Muscles by at the 25. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25. Here's Willis now off the play fake. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Willis will try and throw for this. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. There he goes, right side. One man to beat, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they move the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second down, they go again with Henry. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Again, it's Henry. Able to power through, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
No!
Henry up the middle. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Caught by his tight end, Wesco. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On play action, here's Tua. On target over the middle of the hill. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And the Dolphins first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Jeffrey Simmons able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 43 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. To about the 40-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And here on 3rd down, your #1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the 1st down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Full connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Go ahead.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
Willis on the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Cougar 19. Go.
They go play action with Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.